This is the long weekend edition. My name's Des here at Grok Trade. This is good through Monday, February 16th, 2015. This is a 3-day weekend due to President's Day. On Monday, where the U.S. stock market will not be active on Monday the 16th. And we're going to start off checking out the weekly chart on the S&P 500. We are at an all-time record high, closing just shy of 2100 on the S&P 500. Very, very powerful. Going and busting this 2088, 2089 area that we talked about. We came up here, sniffed around this area of resistance and plowed through on Friday, giving us nice upward movement. Gang, this is, you need to be bullish, bullish, bullish in this market. Here we are looking at the Dow. The Dow only has 30 blue chip stocks, but they are the bluest of all stocks out there. They are the big mammoth companies. They are household names. Even if your spouse does not know anything about stocks, she will know names that are comprised inside the Dow. We are coming to a resistance area coming across right here. If you look here at the NASDAQ weekly chart, if you remember last week we were looking at this rolling over effect. Look at the red line here, trajectory flattened out, trajectory drops. This is a rolling over. We had a great chance for a breakdown. At one point on this candlestick, it was a big red area down there, dipping below 4,600 on the NASDAQ. And just like the other lower shadows here, buyers came in and bought up those lows. We rallied higher, 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 hit our head at this resistance. Next candlestick, boom, to the upside, breaking all areas of resistance. And we are doing exceptionally well here in the markets. Now we do have a trend line area of resistance approaching very, very quickly. And I would say that would put us right around 49.30, 49.30 would be an area of resistance to be watching out for. Russells, which is small caps, here making an all-time record high. Look at this big boom through this resistance. We had the trend line, resistance, 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 and resistance broken last week. And coming across here was this high right there. And we not only got to this high, we closed higher than that. Small caps doing exceptionally well here in the markets on the weekly chart. Going back to the S&P, we're going to go to a daily chart to check this out. We had this nice rally, little bull pullback rally, making this new high. A lot of upside potential going into next week's shortened week. If you look here at the Dow, again, the daily, we said we were approaching resistance, and sure enough, we are right there at it on the Dow 30 stocks. The NASDAQ is up, and away. Look at this, gap run. I mean, just a up and away major area here. Now, we do have some resistance areas that we're watching for, 47.75, or I'm sorry, 49.75. 49.74, 49.75 area, first area of resistance, and after that the 50.60 area. You can put those in your charts. And let's take a look here at the banks. This is the daily chart on the bank, but I want to look at the weekly chart here on the banks. It really busted through a ton of resistance. I could go through and kind of clean these up now because they just do not matter. Going higher, higher, we're above some moving averages here, but we do have some resistance coming in at 2,700 on the banks. On the VIX weekly chart, we started to head up and then we down. This week, a big red candlestick going down, so the fear has dropped. Gold on the weekly chart here has been simmering down. So this trend line, I need to do this. We've been pulling back, and pulling back. This is a great bull pullback. A great area to be looking for longs here on the bull side right now. Let's see what silver gives us. And I'm actually holding silver right now. So let's look at this. Nice bull pullback. This one's actually a little more advanced than the gold right now, just for the fact that we have a white candlestick here, almost like it's going to bounce off this 20-week moving average and start to head higher. You have this little bitty inverted head and shoulders reversal pattern here, and if this thing could start heading higher, I could certainly see silver and gold holding higher. But again, I am holding silver at this time. And looking at some stocks of interest on the weekly chart, Apple is just on a fire, boom, to the upside. I am holding Apple right now. I do have a long position. I did tighten some stops on Apple, and we'll see if I will eventually get stopped out of this beast. It's making me a ton of money right now. Amazon has been on fire. I was holding Amazon, and I now am no longer holding Amazon stocks. Oh, I stand corrected on that. Looking at my chart here, I think I do actually hold. I think I sold out of some Amazon, and I would just wish I had a. Oh, yes. Amazon, I had a big position on. I sold half of that position on that. It was in Baba here. On the weekly chart, it's sold off, but it's at a support area. I'm actually contemplating picking up some positions of BABA down here at this area on the weekly chart. Facebook here started to break down below this trend line on the weekly chart, comes back up acting as resistance. Be very careful if you're in Facebook. It's not looking as technically solid. Google here has been under pressure for a while, but now it's starting to find some buyers come in on the weekly chart. And anybody else want to bring Microsoft had this nasty sell-off. It did bounce off a trend line. We have support, big bounce right off that trend line, perfect area. But we're now running into an area of resistance. I'm be looking for short opportunities on Microsoft if the markets do go bearish. Netflix had a nice run last few weeks, doing exceptionally well. Taser has been climbing higher, but it's starting to roll over. Be careful with Taser. Twitter has a nice big pop here. Hold on, do I own Twitter? Oh, I do not. So I'm not benefiting from Twitter. That's too bad. But I'll be looking for buy opportunities there. And over here, the website for you guys that are just getting started, definitely go here, sign up for the 101 courses. The reason I keep telling you about the 101 courses, it's because we've been training a lot of people. Like, we've educated over 25,000 people from 155 countries, and we got it dialed in pretty well. And there's a 1, 2, 3 step we want you to go through. And on our dime, we're going to give this to you free of charge. It's 6 downloadable trading videos that you can take here. The purpose of that is eventually get you to go down here to the more premium stuff to take step 2. So if you go down here to this one, it's going to throw you to the website. And this website talks about the 3 steps. 101, which you had already signed up for. If you hadn't, you can do it right down here. But then the 201. This is more advanced. Now, what we're doing here is we're migrating the previous 201s from the old website to a new website. So that's almost ready to be done. And then after that migration, so everyone has access to the 201s, we are going to redo them and update them completely. So we're very excited about some new content we're going to be adding to those. So if you get in now, you'll get in at the price right now. And what you want to do is take the 101 courses, because that gives you a great discount, better than the one that we give you online. So take the course first. We'll give you a great discount, and those will become very soon. We'll be ready for a review, and then the new ones will come after that at no charge to you. Step 3 is the mentorship, and this is lifelong mentoring, and this is where you hit your stride, especially if you want trading to be your full-time new career. So there you have it. Share us with a friend. We'll catch you guys later.